Today I'm sharing how I'm able to be a successful entrepreneur while working a full-time job. I put in lots of hours, 40 plus hours on my day job, and then lots of hours on my business as well. And I have been asked over and over again, how am I doing it? How am I making $5,000 a month for my business plus working a full-time job? Honestly, I actually make more from my business, but I have not quit my job, and I love being both. I love having my day job and I love being an entrepreneur as well. But trust me, over the years, it's taken a toll on me at times, and there have been times where I dreaded it and did not want to work both. And so today I'm just going to show you some of the techniques and the tips that I've learned along the way of how to manage both and how to not get burnt out, or when you do get burnt, how to deal with it. So let's dig in. Number one is I keep my goals and my purpose in front of me at all times. I am constantly thinking about my goals. I'm constantly thinking about why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm working these long hours, why I'm building this business, because there'll be times where I don't want to do it and I just want to relax. I just want to chill. I just want to just not have to work all the time. But when I remember my goals, our big goals, our family goals, when I remember the purpose, the people that I'm helping, that helps me push through. That helps me just to keep on going. I have them on my lock screen on my phone. I have them at my desk. I have them all throughout the house so that I'm constantly reminded of what my goals are, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And this really helps with burnout. This helps when I'm discouraged of saying, okay, you know what? Let's look at some of these emails that we've gotten over the years of the people that we've helped. Let's look at the comments that we've gotten. Let's look at the people that we've helped change their life. And that's amazing. And when I get that and go back on those, like, all right, let's do this. We can push through. We can film another video. We can edit another video. We can create another course. We can push through because of the people that we're helping is amazing, and the feedback that we get is so encouraging and so inspiring. Number two is I prioritize the tasks that bring me income and the projects that bring me income. And as a business owner over the years, I've realized that there's tasks that I have to do as business owner that don't always bring me income. And there's sometimes tasks that are super easy that I like doing in my business because they're mindless, they're easy. I don't have to think about them, but are they really growing my business? Are they really pushing my business forward? Most of the time not. So when I am trying to grow my business while working a full-time job and not getting burnt out, I will look towards the tasks that are growing my income, that are going to be bringing me potential sales, and be like, all right, that's stuff that I need to prioritize. That's what I need to put my focus on. I need to put my focus on creating videos. I need to put my focus on creating products. I need to put my focus on creating courses so that those are the things that are bringing me revenue over the years, and it's passive income eventually over the years as well, which is amazing. Going along with that, number three is I follow a modified version of Monday Hour One. So basically what Monday Hour One is a system, I'm totally blanking on who created it, I'm so sorry, but Monday Hour One is a system that you sit down in the first hour of Monday and you write down all the tasks that you have for the week. Then you take that list and you schedule them throughout the week. And typically you're scheduling them in an electronic calendar like a Google Calendar and time blocking. I don't do that, but I write down the tasks that I have for the week, and then I will go and schedule them on the days, or say, okay, I have these 20 tasks that I have to get done. I have to film these videos, I have to edit this, I have to reply to these emails, I have to reach out for these sponsorships, I have to do these different tasks in my business. Then I'm going to go and put 2 to 3 tasks on each day of the week, and that way I can stay organized, and that way it's not so overwhelming. When I look at a to-do list with 20 tasks, I'm like, holy cow, this is unbelievable. But then if I put a couple in each day, you're like, you know what? Okay, we can do this. We can get through it. And that helps to keep me on track. And that also helps to say, okay, Kelly, this is when you're done. Because I have been so guilty of, all right, what's the next thing to do? Okay, let's start working on next week's videos, or let's start working on this project. I have free time. What should I be doing? And that really led to burnout over the years. And so I've been doing this for 5 years. I've had burnout. I've struggled. But when I do this modified Monday Hour One, it really helps me to stay focused on the tasks that I have. And if there's a task that comes up, I put it on the list for next week. Or I have a miscellaneous category where I'm like, all right, here are the catch-up tasks. If there's anything else I need to catch up on, then I'll put it there. But otherwise, when the list is done, it's done. Anything else can wait till next week. And that really helps me to cut off my business time. And I'm also tracking my tasks as well. I'm tracking how long each task takes so that if I do decide to push this out and I do decide to hire someone down the road, then I know how long it's going to take them to do it. And I can really time block that and figure out, okay, this is what I need to outsource. This is what I can keep on doing myself. And or I can say, hey, this task is taking me a lot longer than I thought it did. I need to outsource this. This is something that someone else can be doing. So it's a really great accountability for yourself of saying, okay, these may be tasks that are easy that you like doing, like editing. I like editing videos. I can edit videos in my pajamas. I can edit them with Piper on me. You guys know that Piper loves laying on me while I'm editing videos. And I don't have to wear makeup or anything like that. And I really enjoy it. But it's a lot more of a time suck than I thought it was. So that's actually something I'm working on outsourcing now, because that way I can be spending more time, back to the previous one, of more time focusing on the tasks that are bringing me income. Number 4 is I do it when I don't want to. And there's so many times where I'm not feeling like working, or I'm just feeling lazy. I just want to be on TikTok. I just want to watch TV, and I don't want to. And I have to push through. And after I push through, then I'm like, all right, I'm glad you did it. I'm glad we took the time and wrote this blog, or I'm glad we pushed through and did it, because at the end it feels so accomplishing, especially when you don't want to do it. Like when you're in the mood and you're like, all right, let's do it, let's film videos and we feel amazing. After you're like, all right, we did that, that's awesome. But when you don't want to do it and you still push through and do it, you feel so much better. So push through and do it even when you don't want to. Number 5 is to set working hours. Set hours throughout the day of, okay, these are work hours with my 9-to-5 job, especially if you're working from home like I am. And then these are my business hours. And this is very distinct of, okay, now it's not TV time. Now it's not hanging out with the family time. Now it's work hours or business hours and then work hours. And going along with that, figure out when your brain works best. So many people are like, wake up early in the morning, do the 5 a.m., work, hustle, and do that. If you're not a morning person and your brain is not awake until like 10 a.m., don't do that. No, figure out when your brain works best and when is the best time for you. Some people I know work an hour right before work and then 2 to 3 hours in the evening or after their kids go to bed. Figure out when is best for you. I typically work a little bit in the morning, a little bit at lunch, and then a little bit in the evening. I like to break it up. But figure out what works best for you. That's really going to help you be the most productive. If you're working on the hours where your brain is not awake, you're not creative, you're not feeling it, you're sluggish, you're just exhausted, you're tired, you're not going to be as productive as you are if you're working in your peak hours. And maybe even talk to your boss and say, hey, can we change my hours a little bit? Can I come in a little later, work a little later? And they don't need to know that it's because you're working on your business, but just saying, hey, it would really work well for me if I could come in at 9 a.m. instead of 7:30. Is that something we can do? And really figure out that time that works best for you and your brain so that you can be the most productive and get the most done and be the most creative. Number 6 is to take time for self-care and unplug. This is something that I've so struggled with over the years that I have been on YouTube, the 5 years that I've been running my business. And there's been so many times where I haven't taken that time for self-care. I haven't taken that time to unplug. And honestly, when those times come, I always can feel it because that's when I'm not creative. That's when I'm just burnt out and I'm like, I've got nothing. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do. I'm just burnt out. I've got nothing. I feel so dry in my business. That's when I know, okay, Kelly, you need to take some time to unplug. You need to take some time for self-care and for that creativity. It's amazing what happens when you just take that time, even if it's not like taking a week off or anything like that. But there's times in the day where I'm just so stressed. I'm just had it and I just can't think and I'm just burnt out. And then I'll go for like a 30-minute walk. No music, no podcast, just me and nature. And it's amazing what happens. Like then all the juices are coming, all the creativity, and I can just unplug, I can release. I'm like, all right, I feel so much better now. So take time to unplug, take time for self-care. It really, really helps with your creativity. Let's keep the conversation going. If you want to know side hustles that you can do from home, all you need is an internet connection and you can create side hustles or an online business right from home. Check out this video here. And if you want to know how I make $5,000 a month from my business, from my YouTube channel, a full breakdown, everything, raw numbers, check out this video here.